In 1865, this is the area where a public receiving vault was to receive the remains of Abraham Lincoln and his son while future plans could be made. Lincoln's body and his son's body rested here from May 4th of 1865 through the end of the year. At that time, their bodies are moved halfway up the hill, and the receiving vault is again available for use in the regular operations of the cemetery. By the middle of the 20th century, this is realized as an integral part of the Lincoln tomb.
They were having a severe water problem with water running into the vault. There were some structural instabilities with the vault itself.
When I came in, we were already under a time constraint. They were planning to do a reenactment for the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's death.
A solution had to be identified to redirect the flow of water away from the receiving vault that would ensure its future for generations to come.
The act of design is basically communicating the work that needs to be done onto a set of construction plans. And then the contractor, of course, is responsible for interpreting that.
Fehr Graham's work on the receiving vault is very interesting. It was fascinating to see the detailed work actually going in behind the receiving vault and looking at the way we can install barriers to protect the receiving vault for the future.
In order to provide waterproofing and structural stabilization, we exposed the rear of the structure, which was the first time that anybody really ever got to see it. We ended up starting this project in December. We had temperatures below 10 degrees or less, so the contractor had to bring in temporary heat and build an enclosure in order to be able to keep working.
It was a really good experience working with Fehr Graham. I actually worked with Fred.
There were some discoveries when we did the excavation, so through some changes into the process. And usually that means a blown budget, and we were still able to accomplish all these changes within the original project budget. So in spite of the changes, in spite of the weather conditions, we still managed to complete the project and have it ready for the funeral procession. So that in itself was a pretty good feeling.
It is very significant to the community and to the U.S. as a whole because Lincoln was one of our greatest presidents.
One of the strengths of the company is the ability to adapt and come up with solutions kind of out of the box and meet the goals for the clients.
And of course, it looks fantastic today too, so we also see the success in the preservation because of Fehr Graham's fantastic work on the project. So it was a real pleasure to work with him.